Okay. In the journey to learning keyboard or this musical instrument or any other musical instrument, the next step you go to is what we call scale. After you knowing that there are 12 keys, and these 12 keys are C, E, D, E, F, G, A, B. Those are 7, plus 5, which are black keys that are D flat, A flat, F sharp, G sharp, B flat. So after knowing them, you will now go to scale. Now what is scale? Scale is a combination of tones arranged in a particular trend or following a particular pattern. What do I mean? Generally, we are looking for what now to start pressing if we now want to play the keyboard. Because just by you having the name of keyboard, the keys in your head, it cannot give you a light to go and start pressing. If you know the scale, yes, you can now start touching the keyboard in the name of playing. Yeah. Now, we know C, E, D, E, F, G. Now, in this tutorial, specifically, we are going to learn key C. And key C, we are going to get our scale. Now, there are two types of scale. There is major scale and minor scale. But the most important that we are going to learn right now is called the major scale. Are you picking? Yep. Now, if this is C, 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 that means they produce some similar tone, not so? Yep. Then if this is D, 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 that means they're related in some way because you cannot have the same name and you don't share something. Yeah. Now, scale is to discover or to find your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Like that. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. That is for major scale. And one of the easiest keys to learn as far as keyboard is concerned is key C. Why? Because in finding its scale, you are not going to jump any key without pressing. Like, so this is the scale of C. But now if you come to these black keys, you have to jump. Remember, all these keys, black and white, are supposed to be played. But you have to play sense, not nonsense. So, assuming we want to play F sharp, let's compare it with how easy playing key C is. Are you seeing? We have been skipping. We skipped this one. We skipped this one again. We came to white. We skipped this one. We skipped this one. Like that. So, for a beginner who is very green about keyboard but is interested in playing keyboard, the best thing you can do is to learn key C. I'm not saying those who have learned other keys are not catered here. It depends on the one who introduced you to keyboard. But now, if you have learned many keys, like all the 12 keys, and you're trying to weigh which one is easier, you will find that key C is easy, plus other keys which follows. Then you continue with the complexity. Now, let's remind ourselves scale like that. Now, from this do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, we have everything to play now. We have everything. From this do, re, we can discover our chords. We can discover our bass. We can discover minor chords. Now, let's start with the major keys. Now, when I say major keys, I don't mean right hand, because we're going to start with the left. Now, keyboard is a musical instrument, but non-music is a keyboard instrument. That means you use keyboard to learn music. So when you're learning keyboard, be ready to learn music. And it involves training your brain, your eyes, and then now the keyboard, your hands. That is it. Now, to discover the main keys, we have not yet gone to chords, we are in keys. So now, put it in your brain that the first, the fourth, and the fifth, 1, 4, and 5 are the major keys in a
Keyboard.
or in music generally, because we are learning music through keyboard. So that is why when I press 1, so I've left these 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 5. So you're not a man, oh, you're not a man. You see, so for a beginner, 1, 4, 5 is the best, and is the foundation or the backbone or the pillar of music. Then the rest comes in as minor to add the sweetness of the music. Now, we have already put aside, or we have already put in the pocket 1, 4, 5. Okay? And master their names. 1, 4, 5. So this one, you finger it with 3 other keys from your right. Remember, from 3 and above. When you press 3 or more keys together, like this, only that our fingers are limited. But 4 and above is called a chord. 2 is called interval. 1 is called a key. That is why this side we were pressing 1 and we are saying key. So 1 this side will move with 3 this side, which is now called chord. And how do we form this chord is now the most important part. Then from here you can start your training of making your hand to get used. Let's now dive into the business. If this is our number 1, remember from this side, from somewhere here going backward there, it is part of the bass. Then from this middle C, this is C3, is where you start pressing chords from. So if this C is this C, the same, that means we can press this C, then we discover with the others, assuming this C was here, we are going to use a formula which is 135. Now, assuming we had numbered our scale, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 135. 135 is our chord. 135. This one you press together with left. At any place. Because, see, this thing is full of repetition. So, master position and master the name. So that if I ask you at any random time that what is this, you just say. Then what is the combination for the first chord? You say C E G. C E G. If I say you hold it from somewhere there, which one are they? Are you seeing? So that is it. Put it aside. Write it in the book. C equals to this C is this sign equals to C E G from that side. Then you press together, not like this. Together. We go to the fourth one. Fourth, we also use the same theory. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have two things to practice on. Now we are left. This one is like we are away. Now we are left with one thing to resolve, and that is the fifth one. We have 1, 4, 5. Remember we said 1, 4, and 5 takes
the major keys.
Now this is the fifth. Fifth. We stand here using our 135, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Touch my body, touch my soul, touch my spirit, and let me hold. So you feel like the song is complete because of only 3 chords, not so. Now, the next step in learning the keyboard is putting your fingers, then you start mastering positions, then you start practicing so that your hands get used to pressing them. For the beginning, your hands may make errors. You find yourself pressing a different thing, but with the constant practice, things become perfect. So, any question? Write it in the comment section, and remember to subscribe for more and more videos which is yet to come. Meet you.